The woman train Polar Express. Winter had come to the island of New Florida, and the trains were ready for the winter holidays. Christmas was almost here, and the engines had to work extra hard while doing their jobs. Snow was falling and the engines were doing their best. While carrying freight cars, freight trains did best in the swirling snowflakes. And the weather was frigid all around. One evening, Becky was getting ready for bed when the Polar Express thundered by. It had a lot of freight cars with multiple goods. Ho ho ho! Santa said from the brake van. Merry Christmas, Polar Express! Becky said, and she set off on her way. The snow was falling while Becky carried on with her goods. It was Christmas. Tomorrow was Christmas Eve. As Becky carried on with her load, she arrived at the works to get her, and then she arrived in the sheds. She was asleep. The next morning, the snow had fallen completely, and the engines were just waking up. Mr. Cakester arrived. Merry Christmas, Becky, he said. A tree and decorations have to be delivered here later today, he said. I'm on it, sir, Becky said, and she steamed off to collect the supplies. She puffed into the yard with the longest Christmas train ever. Happy holidays to you, happy holidays to me. I'm Becky on the rails, and it's snowy today. Then snow began to fall. It was getting thick, and Becky had her lamp on. Then there was trouble ahead. An iceberg was on the tracks. Becky's driver slammed the brakes on, but the rails were too icy. Then it was too late. No one was hurt, but the chilly water was around Becky. Are you alright? Asked Dwee. Not so much, Dwee, shivered Becky. I'll have the train out in no time, said Dwee. After the train was free, Becky began to freeze in the snow, and it got colder and colder and colder. It was very frigid in the cold wind. When morning broke, Becky's firebox had gone out, and there was not enough steam. The water was a high level. Becky shivered and shook. I don't want to eat yellow snow, she shivered. Gross. She was cold, and then Courtney arrived. Never eat yellow snow, she said. You know what that is, don't you? And it can't be an engine. It has to be dog urine, not an engine, because he'd be seriously sick. Thank you, Courtney, Becky said. You're welcome, said Courtney. On Christmas morning, the engines opened their gifts and they were lovely. Merry Christmas, team, Becky said. And all the engines smiled happily. It was the best holiday season ever.